Are you tired of using the same old headphones that are boring and ugly? Well, fear not, there's hope for you. How about we take those ugly headphones and turn them into something adorable? What am I doing with my life? Anyway, hey guys, it's Appleminte. Welcome back again to my channel. If you haven't been here before, I'm kind of a weirdo. Anyway, as the title says, I'm going to be repainting a set of headphones using Posca pens and turning them into something adorable, I hope. So let's get right into it. So here are the headphones that I purchased off of Amazon. They're just regular Amazon Basics headphones, and I did not want to order anything too expensive because I did not want to screw up any kind of expensive pair of headphones, so I just picked a basic white pair that looked like I could paint over. I'm going to leave the cushiony parts on the ears as well as the headpiece untouched, since those are the parts that sit on your head and those are a different material from the rest of the headphones. But other than that, everything else on these headphones is fair game for painting. And here are the Posca pens. I am so excited to use these. I feel like I am the last one to the party, always. Everybody and their mom on YouTube has tried out Posca pens, and I have not. And I'm really excited to try them because from what I've been seeing online, they are very opaque, and I love the range of colors. There's a lot of cute pastel-like colors in here that I'd like to use. So let's get swatching. Okay, so just gonna swatch each color. I have a feeling, yeah, this looks almost exactly like the cap. I think Posca's pretty good about that, about matching. Guys, I am not at all disappointed by these colors. They are exactly like the cap says, and oh, they're so pretty and they're so opaque and they go on so cleanly. Can't wait, can't wait. So as for what's gonna go on the headphones, I'm just gonna do a quick little sketch for an idea, to get ideas of what I wanna do before I actually go on there. You know, it's permanent, I can't mess it up. Gotta plan it ahead of time, because if I mess it up right on the headphones, there's no going back. So I'm thinking little Shibas because I absolutely love this dog. It's adorable, and I think it could make for really cute headphones. So I think I want to do a design like this with the little sheeps right here on the circle. I think that would be really cute. So I guess I'm just gonna make like a little strip as an example of maybe what I could put on it going all the way across. I'm thinking fruit would be really cute with these little dogs. So for these fruits, I'm just gonna do a little bit of everything. I'm not gonna follow any specific kind of pattern. My plan is to improv it once I actually start on the headphones, but the sketching here is just so I can get an idea of the different things that I could do. So these fruits are gonna go all over the top headband piece of the headphones, and I'm just gonna get right into it. I'm just gonna go for it. So to start off these headphones, I decided to take a soft graphite pencil and just kind of lightly sketch on the sides of these headphones the shapes of the Shibas that I wanted to do. I didn't want to use too much pencil in this project because I don't want the pencil showing underneath potentially. I don't think it's going to be much of a problem because these are paint pens and they're extremely opaque, so I have a feeling it's just going to cover everything. But, you know, just in case, I didn't want to overdo it. For these little dogs though, I want to make each one a different color. I'm going to do a total of 4 visible ones, and technically there would be like 2 in the back above, but since the body is white, you wouldn't really see any color there. So each of these is going to be a different color, and I'm going to stick to a palette for this set of headphones, of pretty much only bright colors. I want to say pastel, but like this orange isn't a pastel, but you get the point. Like only the bright colors, because these Posca pens also come with a dark blue, dark green, darker purple, red. Like I don't want to use those colors. It's a little too harsh. The darkest color I'm using in this is the black, but that's just for like the accents for the face and this and that. So I will say that the headphones that I chose had a weird texture, at least on the part where I drew the dogs. I don't know what it is. It's kind of like, if you know those like little holographic cards you had when you were a kid and you scratch your finger against it and you hear like the plastic. I don't know. That's kind of like what this was. It was like little rings of the plastic, but it was fine because I still obviously made it work. It was just a little weird with the little plastic rings swirls. I don't even know if you understand what I'm saying because you'd have to feel it to get it, but like it wasn't a smooth surface. Let's just say that. For these side pieces though, my plan for the color scheme of these headphones is to go, like I said, with the bright colors, but also feel it out as I go. Like I wanted a plan when I started this, but I wanted to stick loosely to the plan. So I knew I wanted to do the dogs and I knew I wanted to do the fruits, but the in-between for me was going to come along once I saw how the other colors looked and what I felt would go best with them. So for this, I didn't have any yellow here on the dogs, so I was like, okay, I want to use a good amount of yellow here to color the sides, but I don't want to do just yellow, so I chose the accent of pink because I really like pink, and I think pink and yellow are a really cute color scheme together. And so I tried to alternate them pretty often, so it's not just, you know, huge blocks of each color. And my plan is to potentially, on the other side of the headphones, swap the colors. So anything that was yellow on this side will be pink and then vice versa. So that is my plan because, you know, these are supposed to be fun. I added a little polka dots as well because I think it adds a nice little pattern, a simple little touch without adding anything too crazy. And I really, really like how this one side came out. Oh my God. And I wasn't so sure about how these paint pens were going to hold on the material of these headphones. Like I was afraid it would just scratch off or wipe off because I don't know, I've never tried them before on here. I didn't know how permanent they were. Surprisingly, they actually stick to this. I tried it like with the part of the microphone on the wire before I started painting, and I painted a little piece pink and I tried to scratch it off with my nail and I had a hard time getting it off. So it does stick to it, and I plan on sealing these at the end anyway. And so I think this will work out overall. I mean, really, these are just for my own pleasure anyway. You know, I'm not selling these. I'm not planning on really using them that much. They're more of just a little aesthetic thing that I can keep in my art room. You might notice that I changed up the dog color order. So I just swapped all of them. That way it's a little different on both sides of the headphones. It's not exactly the same because, like I said, I'm going to be switching the yellows and the pinks. And why not switch the dogs around too? Because, you know, it makes it a little bit different. So yeah, now I'm going in with my pink where I had the yellow on the other side. And the nice thing about these pens is that because they are so opaque, if you do make a mistake, like if I were to draw pink over the area that's supposed to be yellow, once it's dry, you can just go right over that with the yellow, and for the most part, you don't even notice the pink. I mean, sometimes you do, like I did end up making a mistake. You'll see up here, I did paint a little too high up with the pink, and I realized that a little too late. I literally painted the entire part pink when this top area where the ridge is supposed to be yellow. And so this is the part where I was like, I messed up. So I did fix it off camera because I did have to put a few layers of yellow. I put like 2. And I will say that I could not layer the Posca pens on top of it, at least on top of this plastic material, too much without it starting to get a little too thick and smudgy. So I had to let the layers really dry and wait a long time before I could go in with like a second or third layer, which is fine. I mean, patience is key when you're doing a project like this. But here are the sides of the headphones so far. I'm really happy with them, honestly. I'm really happy with the color choices, and oh, I think they're really cute, and I'm excited to color the rest of this. And like I said, I'm just gonna go with the flow for, at least in terms of the colors. So for these side parts, not the top directly, but the sides of that top piece, I plan on just doing green and blue since I haven't used them that much in this piece. I don't really want to do big portions of orange. Like I said, I want to stick to the brighter colors, and I feel like the orange is just like, it's almost there. It's almost too dark, but it's not, because it's just bright enough for me to use it as like a little bit of an accent color. So on the sides, I'm just doing green with some little blue areas in between. And then I want to do like little white squiggles over the green just to kind of break it up a little, give it a little cute design. And also I didn't want to do more polka dots because I already have some of those little dots on the front pieces, or on the sides I should say, and so I don't want to do overkill. So since this little area is like a one-off side area, we're just going to do something a little different, and same thing for both sides. So for the fruit section, you'll notice I'm going straight in with my paint pens rather than doing a sketch first and then going over the sketch like I did with the dogs. And that is because I didn't feel like I really needed to. For the dogs, I wanted them to be a specific size, and I didn't want to just go straight in with the pens. But for the fruit, I just winged it because I already knew what I wanted each piece of fruit to look like in my head, and I felt like they were simple enough shapes that I didn't really care to sketch it ahead of time, and it honestly worked out really well because I think it also looks very clean. I didn't have to worry about any extra pencil lines potentially being messy or, like, I don't know, being shown through. I didn't want any of that on the top headpiece. And at first I was originally planning on doing a bunch of pieces of fruit, like kind of back and forth, not necessarily just in a line like I did it here, but I am happy with my decision to make the pieces a little bit bigger and not have little circles or squiggles in between them to fill the space, because there's a lot going on the other parts of the headphones with the dogs and all of the pink and the yellow and the dots, and there's a lot happening on these headphones. So I didn't want this top piece to be too busy either, because then it would just be too much, I felt. So I think the top of the headphones is like a good breather, and I tried to space out a bunch of different fruits, also keeping in the color scheme of pinks, orange, yellow, you know, green. Nothing crazy over here. And I didn't do anything blue. I guess I could have done blueberries, but like I didn't feel like I wanted to introduce that color to this top band. I felt like this color scheme was cute enough and simple enough. But yeah, there is the band portion of it, and like I said, I'm really happy with my choice to keep it simple with the fruits. I really like how they came out, and oh, the lineless work looks really cute, because you guys know I normally outline things with micron pens and things like that, so this kind of lineless paint artwork is really different for me, and I like it a lot. So now it is time for sealing it. I'm just going to use Mod Podge. I also have a matte sealant spray, but for these headphones, I don't want to spray them because they are electronics and I don't want to screw with it too much. So I'm just going to do a layer of Mod Podge over the whole thing on the plastic parts, being careful not to get any in like the wire or anything like that, which was, you know, pretty easy to stay away from. But yeah, I didn't want to use any sprays on this specific item, so that's why I stuck with Mod Podge. And like I said, these are not for anything fancy, they're just for my own use and my own fun of having, so the Mod Podge I feel will seal it pretty well. I've used Mod Podge to seal plenty of cosplay props and things that I've made in the past as well, so for this kind of purpose, I think it works really well, and it also gives it a nice little glossy sheen rather than a matte finish. So there you go, these are my finished headphones. I'm so happy with how they came out. This project was really fun. I've never done a project like this on my channel, and I would love to do more of these. I honestly had a ton of fun just kind of letting loose and being creative and not sticking to any kind of harsh line art like I normally do. It was kind of freeing to kind of just plan the colors as I went, but keeping a loose image in mind of my ultimate goal, and I'm happy with the result, and it was so much fun, and I think that's the importance of this kind of project at the end of the day is, did you have fun? And yes, I did. So with that said, as always, all of my links are in the description box below. I have the link to my online shop as always, as well as my Instagram and my Patreon Patreon pin club where you can get my exclusive pin of the month as well as other goodies and behind the scenes looks. So with that said, I'd like to say happy Valentine's Day to everybody, and I hope you're all having an amazing week. I will see you all next week, Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time as always, and I hope you have a beautiful week as well. Bye bye!